Chafing Armor Podcast, episode 122, Final Blow. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm Michael Corley, and your cantankerous Dungeon Master, who is here to bring about the party's doom. As Dare often says at the end of the show, thank you for not killing us. I'm not killing them. I'm having them do it for me. The players have taken on other characters who have been sent to either capture or kill the party. And they have been locked in an epic battle in Kalimvor. And tonight we have Dare. Dare, tell us who you are playing tonight.
Greetings, everyone. I am playing Thrand, a ranger paladin out for justice.
He is indeed, and has gotten some good justice with a spear sticking out of poor Penton. A couple of them, actually. And speaking of really effective uses of their abilities, we have Lee. Lee, tell us who you will be playing.
G'day everybody, my name is Lee and I am playing Tharavil, the Illusionist.
That's right, Tharavil. I love the way you say it much better. I was pronouncing it. I didn't like the way I pronounced it. I like yours better. And also with us, very effectively using mass combat tactics as well, is James. James, tell us who you are playing.
Hey, I'm James. I'm currently playing Siliquinth, the bard of elven descent, who's just trying to be cool and let people hurt themselves.
That's right. The best defense is to make your opponents kill each other.
Yes.
And also doing some really cool combat with some summoning with little beasties is Izzy. Izzy, tell us who you are playing.
Hello everyone, my name is Izzy, and tonight I am playing the role of Portia, halfling cleric who likes gold and all that glitters.
Perfect. And also, and very importantly, the sister of Distant Bells is also being portrayed tonight by Riley. Riley, tell us who you are playing.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I'm playing Hummingbird Wingbeats, the Kenku monk.
That is right. That is absolutely correct. And one very important point, there have been many major blows from each of the parties here at each other. But very importantly, our illusionist, Thraravil, you say it. I keep saying it wrong.
Tharavil.
Think
Bela Lugosi in Dracula.
That's right. You must be double-jointed.
Tharavil.
Exactly. Cast Greater Teleport and actually teleported Audrey 3, the Chicken Hut, to Mascate. Removing it because one of your goals is to capture the staff that is within, and you have now removed it from the players. It is actually still the Chafing Armor's party's turn after a devastating lightning attack from Penton. It is now Tix Birchman's son's turn, and he is going to move forward. First, I need to make a quick roll. No, he is not able to get out of the tentacles, so he is actually going to cast a heal. He is going to heal Athora. 17 points of healing. So you are now down to 7, or I should say Athora is down to 17 down, thanks to his healing. And she is also protected, but she also has an annoying spine sticking out of her, which is pretty annoying. Speaking of Athora, this is the second round, right? Oh, no, I already had Marezi and Athora attack each other, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So they will get a chance to save at their next turn. But now, most importantly, it is Distant Bells. You have so surprised you spoke to Hummingbird Wingbeats in the voice of your mother, in the child, the equivalent of like Bubba, like the little children name that you had for her when y'all were little. and she was enraged by this and attacked you even harder, striking you several times. What do you think Distant Bells would do now?
Again, that during their childhood, he's seen this before. Specifically when something happened to poor Hummingbird in her childhood. She's clearly distraught and upset. He's going to sing a lullaby, but a lullaby that only those two will know, one he made up.
Okay. I would like you to make a performance check.
Oh, good.
I thought you were going to say, I'd like you to sing that song.
That's right. I want to hear that song, word for word.
Be
You
our
know,
Weird Al
during-
Yankovic, please.
During the quote unquote during the quote unquote break between episodes, you can edit this out. I was actually composing a song that I was going to sing, and it's completely gone.
Oh.
Oh, well, if you,
My
if it
brain-
comes back,
my brain
by all
just
means,
lost it.
still sing it. If you
My brain
think of
just
it
lost it,
later, we can add it as bonus content at the end.
Okay, I'll see if it comes back to me.
Gotta get that
so-
Poco.
Performance check, nice. So that's a 22.
22. Okay. So it is not your turn yet, Hummingbird Wingbeats, but you hear the perfect lullaby coming from this Distant Bells, from this supposed traitor who is wearing the hat of disguise. and
In between
pretending to
grunts
be
as
your
she's
brother.
punching the crap out of me.
That's right. That's right. Even as you're going pop, pop, you hear this perfect melody coming from its mouth in a perfect rendition. And so we're going to get to you, Hummingbird Wingbeats, in a moment. Distant Bells, am I assuming that you are not attacking? Or are you going
No.
to do any, would he do any other action?
He would probably try to get free.
Okay.
Um,
Well, you're not actually. Well, no, you are grappled.
I was
So,
grappled by the tentacles, so that would be
you
my
do
first thing.
Yeah, I'm being a little loosey goosey because your interaction is, of course, so critical with this connection. But you are able to free yourself from the tentacles. What she's attacking you from the edge of the tentacles, so you are able to kind of like throw yourself away from the tentacles and move just out of range of them.
Well, sorry, I have an animal who's persistent because it's raining outside and she's very upset.
That's okay. So that actually finishes the Chafing Armor group, which brings it now to Thrand, our paladin.
So, Thrand is going to cast Strength of the Bull on himself.
Okay.
Is going to cast Protection from Evil, and then
Are you able to cast 2 spells in a round?
per attack, right?
Okay, well, you do have 2 attacks, but I actually would need to double check that.
Do you remember?
Normally, I mean, it depends on the spell casting duration, but generally, yes, 1 spell per.
Yeah,
turn.
usually, no matter what, like even if you have haste or something, you can only cast 1 spell per turn,
Oh,
unless
okay.
it's like a bonus action or something,
Alright.
like a counter spell kind of thing.
Okay. Then,
But you do have another attack.
right. So, Bull Strength, and is going to literally run and jump on Pinton and grab his long spear out of him and
Yikes!
re-stab him.
I do like how the party realizes, like, okay, here's the powerhouse. He did also cook 3 of y'all simultaneously, so not wrongly so.
That is a 23.
That will hit.
Okay.
You have a +4 with your Strength of the Bull, correct?
+4, yes. So total of pluses is 9. And that's a roll of 6. So 15 points of damage.
15 points. So Penton has actually taken 45 points of damage. How's Penton feeling, by the way, there,
Benton's
James?
dead.
Is he dead?
He's dead. He's down, at least.
He's down, yeah. So you all see this is just this paladin just leaps through the air with suddenly augmented strength, and the spear comes out and then jabs back in, and you see Penton, who is still crackling with electric energy, collapse to the ground, and he is dying. And that will bring it to the bard. That will bring it to our lovely Sillinquith.
Okay, well, I guess I don't have to worry about him anymore.
Yeah, he's taking that guy out of the Alf. What a jerk.
All right, so we have, let's see, a scrappy little cleric and two people that are fighting each other and a bird. All right, so I am going to let's try taking the cleric out of the picture here, the gnome out of the picture, and we're going to cast where'd it go? Hold monster.
Does that work against a person?
Save.
Living creature.
Any living creature. Basically.
Any living creature. Okay, I'm thinking of a different spell.
Yeah, the charm person and charm monster are kind of different, but
yeah,
hold monster is like super hold person, basically. Right. So yeah, DC 19 will save, which that's his game. So
yeah. He rolls a 13. Do you happen to have ticks nearby? What his willpower?
Will save would be a 10 plus 10.
Oh,
okay, so 23. So he does save.
Okay.
He just kind of poof, like he's frozen for a second, and he sees his friend fall in combat, and just ah! And you maybe even see the axe that he's holding like glow slightly as if to aid him. Which is ominous. Now that will bring it back to Hummingbird Wingbeats. You have just heard this perfect rendition of this childhood song that your brother would sing to you on lonely nights when y'all were under the careful ministrations of the wizard. What was his name again, Lee?
Zerul.
Zerul, where you were made to copy endless things perfectly for his scroll work and do his bidding, and the slightest error would, not error, but deviation from his will would result in terrible beatings. And your brother would sometimes sing you to sleep with this lullaby. And Hummingbird Wingbeats, I would like you to make a spot check.
4.
4. So I want you to know that this is right. Like, it's correct. This is not, it's not about whether or not it's real. It's whether or not you can make yourself believe that it's real. But but obviously I'm not here to control you as a character. It's about what your character believes. What do you think you would do?
I cry out in this, you hear this old woman's voice, broken. You're dead. How?
Okay.
And I half-heartedly...
You have been lied to! That's my free action.
Yes, I allow short conversations for free.
I repeat what the cult leader said. Osakai killed Distant Bells.
Ooh, can I... Oh, This
And
is up
by
to
the
you,
way,
DM.
when he
Can I
says
respond?
yes, you can, and I want you to know something. When she says Osokai, it is in the voice of Xylavor. Xylavor was the cult leader who hired you to kill Osokai.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize his voice because that's where she heard it.
Yep.
So when she does that broken, stitched together thing that's required when she doesn't have a full sentence, you hear that Osokai, and then the other voices from a thousand other people, and you recognize it.
And Distant Bells will respond in the exact same voice about the plans he had to kill Osokai.
Okay. So, what I need to do is I need both of you to roll. And
Okay.
these rolls are important. I would like you...
No pressure!
No pressure. Distant Bell, because right now Penton is bleeding to death in the ground with a lot of very big holes in him.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to make a performance check, Osokai. I'm no, sorry. You're Osokai. You are no Distant Bells and Hummingbird Wing Beats. I would make this is an interesting choice. I would like you to do a sense motive. And first of all, Distant Bells, let me know what you do for your performance.
Well, I rolled a nat 20, but my performance
Natural 20?
isn't great, so it's 22.
22, okay. And Hummingbird Wing Beats.
I don't have any. There's no modifier for that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then that's
It's just your wisdom.
Well,
it's just your wisdom.
Yeah.
okay. So then 14.
14. Okay. So you do recognize this voice. This is Zelavor, the religious leader that hired you for this mission. You hear his voice come back to you from Distant Bells saying, I need you to kill someone. I need you to kill someone very dangerous. A ranger of great, who's committed terrible acts. I need you to kill Osokai. Coming back to you like a recording.
I stop and I don't know what to believe at the moment.
Okay.
You can see I lower my fighting stance, unsure whether to attack him or.
I would like you, of all things, to make a knowledge check for me, and this is just a straight intelligence roll.
Okay. Natural 20.
Very
There we go.
nice. So, Zelavor was hoping you didn't know this, but you have actually encountered. You are a high-level monk. You've seen stuff. And you actually know a random bit of knowledge that someone shared with you at an inn years ago. And that is, a hat of disguise is perfect. Like, they look exactly like who they're trying to look like. But it is an illusion. And so, if this is not a kinku, it won't have feathers. It won't be a real kinku. It just will look like it. What would you like to do?
Remembering this piece of knowledge, I slowly, making sure my movements are seen, reach out to touch his face and feel his feathers to see if it's him. Hands shaking.
Your hands shaking, you reach forward, you stroke, and not in that way that you would do when you were little, and you feel that this is the face of your brother. Even the slight scar that's on one part of his beak from a childhood injury is there down to the last detail.
At her touch, Bells keels to his knees. He thought she was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least he didn't know what happened. Like, he hasn't seen his family in 10 years. And he's on his knees. He's overcome.
I need to do one more quick roll here. 18. So everything else that's going on, there's one thing that would happen no matter what. I don't need to roll for it. I don't need to know for it. What everyone else in the combat sees, you see Tix Birchmanson, 3 foot nothing, just let out a primal howl, and his axe blade is just cutting through these tentacles that are still just waving and undulating in the battle area, and he hacks and hacks and hacks his way through, and he reaches down and lays his hand on the back of Penton, and he holds up a gold nugget set in a pendant, and you see the energies flowing through to heal Penton. Now, combat is not over, though. So, Hummingbird Wingbeats, as the leader, you would need to do something or combat will continue.
I screech and in a signal to stop and to fall back for a second.
It is also a bird cry, which I will not make you do this time. But the bird cry comes out, and it's a very specific call to stop. You actually recognize it, Distant Bells. And now, vroom, I want all of you to take charge of your characters once again. Penton, you gasp as life flows back into you. You came very, very close to death. And you're still not doing great. I'm going to say you have about 10 hit points right now.
That sounds about right.
And you are very, very badly injured, and you have a quill sticking out of you that hurts quite a bit.
Yeah. He's just going to lay there for a bit.
Okay.
Just a bit.
Thora and Merezi, you are both raising your weapons towards each other, and then suddenly the spell ends, and y'all kind of like, huh? But anyone who wants to do something now, please say it and to make it happen.
As our characters or as our
yes,
opponents?
I'm sorry. To be perfectly clear, you are all now back to your original characters. Distant Bells, Tix, Merezi, everyone.
Okay, Tix immediately casts Sanctuary on Penton,
Okay.
and then will cast Cure Moderate Wounds. Another 18 points of healing.
Excellent. Bringing you back up to 28, which is considerably better. Some of those very large holes in you actually go down to small holes that you have in you. You're only bleeding slightly now instead of copiously.
Slightly dead.
But I want to applaud all of you that you all acted as you should have. You acted like combatants, and you took out what you perceived to be the greatest threat first, and that was really good work. I'm as dungeon master keeping experience points. I'm keeping that in mind. But I'm giving it to these other characters. No, I'm just kidding. Man, that would be a jerk move, wouldn't it?
We will meet again.
Yeah, exactly. What else would you like to do now?
Penton is going to, while he's lying there catching his life back, reach into a pouch and pull out a doll's eye and try and get a hold of Scald.
Now, I do want to be clear, though. You wouldn't.
I really don't know where he
You won't know where she
Exactly.
went.
All you know is that she vanished.
That's right. Okay. So I won't do that at this point. I'll just kind of just lie there and mutter to myself.
Okay. Very, very fair. What about Merezi and Thora? What are y'all doing?
Apologizing to each other.
Yeah, we're hugging it out.
I'm more sorry
right.
than you.
That's a lie! It's impossible! I'm very sorry!
I shouldn't have tried
Y'all are
to
doing-
attack.
Never feel bad
Pat.
for magic! Magic is weird and it can't be trusted!
You're right. You're so right.
I do love Merezi's ongoing dislike of magic in general.
Just wait until
And,
she has. Do rangers have spells? Just wait until she has ranger spells. Identity crisis.
That's right.
hate myself.
Definitely. And while that's going on, let's go back to Distant Bells and Hummingbird Wingbeats. Distant Bells, what would you like to do?
Looking, kind of turning around and surveying the carnage. Bells will first. They will listen to you, right? Like, you're clearly the leader, but we're not going to get stabbed in the back, right?
And she says, yes, they will hold at my command.
Why, sister?
I thought you were dead. I was told that this Osokai had taken your form and had come here to assassinate the alderman. I was incandescent with rage.
So I see. Says massaging certain parts of his body that would probably end up being bruised if you could see beneath the feathers.
Yeah. By the way, she was scrappy when you knew her, but she was not a monk. This is new.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But right now, that's not important. At least
Right.
she hasn't killed him. She's still alive, and we're not in any danger of dying unless somebody does something stupid. Tix.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, Paladin. Bells nods and just kind of the same voice, like the voice of that evil son of a bitch comes out again. And we've met. I was not lying. He did hire myself and an ex-associate to assassinate this Osokai. They know him better than I did. He dared his ex-party members, as you can tell. I'm sure you were briefed. But I did not do the job. I was framed by my ex-partner, who is now dead.
So's Osokai.
She looks over to you, and the bard who made you fight each other goes, "Sorry."
Brady squints her eyes.
This like tall elf woman, just kind of like, huh, and like kind of she gently like slips her penny whistle into her pocket, as if to make you forget that she did that.
Yeah, no time for jolliness right now. No merriness.
Actually, this is a
to be
perfect
had.
time for a song.
So Hummingbird Wingbeats, as everyone kind of comes together, and the threat level is still high, shall we say? Like everyone's still super on edge.
Oh, there's some serious animosity going on here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they came within a hair's breadth of killing Penton, and several other party members were made to hurt each other and were badly injured.
Some sharks versus jets going on right here.
That's right. She explains to you all what the deal was, that they were coming to defeat all of you, kill or capture, preferably kill, this party, to take the staff out of the hut, and then to meet with their contact, who they don't know who it is, but they're going to meet tonight at the docks, and they're going to present them with a sigil of the eye with the line scratched through it.
Which we've all seen.
Yes. At this time, whatever veil was hiding it before, those original tokens that you found forever ago from the squishy zombies, y'all can now perceive them as this eye.
Episode 2 or something, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
Baleful
literally
blue glow.
episode 2. Yes, baleful blue glow, the whole thing.
So Tix turns to Penton and asks, "How would you feel about a little righteous justice?"
I am so down with that.
I thought you would be. Maybe this would be a good time for you all to make amends by joining with us and helping us to detain forcefully these members of Coven that employed you, so that they will answer for the pain they have inflicted, especially this person that attacked Penton. You have much to make up for.
And the paladin comes forward, Thrond, and says, "By my life and by my honor, I will make good for what was done tonight. For though I acted in good conscience, my actions were in error, and I apologize to you, good sorcerer." And Thrond then bows low and places his spear at your feet, Penton.
I think Penton's had enough of spears right now.
Penton just sort of wheezes and tries to look pale and shakes his hand.
Roll a performance check.
Yeah.
Penton smirks, or Tix smirks to Penton without looking at the paladin, then turns around. "Well then, I guess you better use your divine abilities to heal our good companion for the wounds that you have made."
That is fair and true indeed. May I lay hands on your person, Sir Sorcerer?
Yeah, just be careful where you lay those hands.
Well said, well said. And he comes forward, and he does like the Mr. Miyagi, like he claps his hands together and rubs them, and then he just places his hands firmly on each side of you, and you just feel the energy of a god once again coursing through you tonight. And you are completely healed. He uses all of his lay on hands, and Penton, you are completely healed.
Feels a lot better. Oh, then Penton suddenly starts, stands up, and runs over, yelling, "Crazy man, where did you send my hut?"
Oh, I was wondering when you were going to notice that. Well, I wanted to see if I could put something on the surface of the sun. And just like there's just a moment that pauses in the air, and then he laughs and goes, I'm kidding. I sent your hut somewhere safe to Mascate. Have you ever been? It's a really nice town.
Penton immediately starts ignoring him and pulls out his doll eye.
Okay. We have established that your doll eye tends to work better at night. It is dusk now, so it is sort of iffy. So I would actually like you to make a Arcana check for me.
Oh, that's my worst score.
I know, you're
Can you hear
terrible
me
at it.
now? Can you hear me now? What about now?
31.
31. And so just perhaps the urgency of what's happening, you just like supercharge your mystical
Shake
energies.
it just right.
Yep. You instead of supercharging your magic missiles, you supercharge a doll's eye, and just like it starts ringing off the hook in Scald's place, and exactly, and she you see her image pop up, and she looks kind of flustered, and she's like, I can this wait? I'm with a customer right now. We're very, very busy.
Have you seen a chicken hut around there lately?
Not. There's another one?
No, it's the same one. It probably just showed up in the middle of town. You might want to check outside.
Okay, I will do that. Oh my god! It's running at full speed, and it keeps like hopping up in the air
Oh, it's trying to fly?
and flying a little bit. It seems I don't know. It seems like you could hear like there's that sound of when someone's like holding their phone, but they're also running. You know, it's like cops. as she runs outside, and she's like, it's running all around. I can't get it to calm down.
Here's what you need to do. And I basically described to her like the kind of like mental state that she would need to be in, and kind of like a little song in her head, and just like a gentle clucking sound, like just thinking about that, and just kind of project it toward the hut just to try and make a little bit of a connection with it to calm it down.
She actually rolls an 18. And so after some trying, she is actually able to calm the hut down. She cannot control it the way you can, but she is able to actually calm it down. She is a very powerful artificer, and does have some extra spellcasting abilities as well. So she actually has some basic understanding of constructs.
Okay, so now you should hold up the eye. Hold up the eye toward Audrey, okay?
Okay.
And then
I'm. Oh, sorry. That's the wrong way. Hold on.
Hey, buddy. Hey, everything's gonna be okay.
And just like its legs start stomping really hard, and it seems very agitated, and it's like trying to come to you. Like it's moving into the illusion of your face. And she's backing up, like ah.
It's like it's calling your dog over the phone.
Exactly. It gets really excited.
Everything's gonna be okay, buddy. We're gonna figure this out, all right? So you just stay with Scald, the nice lady, and she'll take care of you until we can get to you. Okay? Okay, buddy.
Okay. So we're going to assume that more or less that's going to be okay, but you're going to have to explain to her what it eats.
That's another conversation.
Yeah. You can have that conversation in a little bit. But as far as the justice that you put forward, Tix, How do y'all want to go about trying to do that? Because they have a general area at the docks where they're supposed to meet the contact, but that's all they know. They don't actually know who it is.
A little bait and switch, I think, would be appropriate, where since it is dusk, all we do is have them stand behind us, and we stand there with our hands behind our backs and wait for them to show up for whatever they think they're going to get. And when they come, I propose beating them into submission in a proper justice fashion.
Jeez.
All right. So we're going Star Wars here, where y'all pretend to be prisoners.
That
and
would be
tied up.
That would be Tix's suggestion.
Okay.
Does anybody else
There's no
have
wrong answer. I just
any
wanted
other
to verify.
suggestions?
Bells kind of pops up and says, "Maybe she succeeded and killed me."
Yeah, I like an ambush. Clearly it works well. She comes in, confuses the guy, and while he's confused by why it's just her and how she could have killed, all the details on her killing the bird guy, we all come in, bam.
And Distance Bells, our stealthy companion, will be in the shadows, unseen till the last moment.
Bells will look at Hummingbird and sort of incline his head. Shall we?
And you see, obviously, Kinku don't smile the way people do, but you see a spark of dark mirth in her eyes that you recognize from your childhood when she was about to do something that she knew she wasn't supposed to, but she was going to do it anyway.
Bells imitates the cackle of Tharaviel.
as it echoes through the night.
It is done.
And
how does he react to that, by the way? Sorry, I just want to know how he reacts to the idea.
He does not care for it at all. He doesn't think that's funny at all. He's like that doesn't sound like me. That's not what I sound like.
The rest of the party's like, yeah, it does. The rest of this
I
party's
don't sound like that at all.
Love it.
Even though, of course, you sound exactly like him. So, are any of y'all pretending to be tied up as opposed to just hiding?
Tix will pretend to be tied up.
Marizzi
Okay.
will pretend to be tied up.
Okay.
If somebody wants to carry me, I can just play dead.
Yeah, I mean, easily, Thran can just throw you over his shoulders.
I mean, they might have been watching you stab me or something. I don't know.
Well, y'all don't know. For all you know, y'all could be completely observed right now. But, you don't perceive anyone nearby. Obviously, y'all would have. And Distant Bells has a pretty decent. They don't really do passive perception per se in this, but I take that into account. How perceptive you are. So y'all make your way down to the docks, to the area. Do y'all have any rope, by the way? That's a
We
joke.
have 3 feet.
That's right. Which is now a rope of climbing, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So he
We can climb
command it-
3 feet.
Yeah, he can actually command it to wrap around perfectly around one person, or you can wrap around all of you, like have you in a row if you want, and it would disentangle at command. Just saying, if you wanted to do that.
It's be like in a chain.
Yep, yeah, if you wanted to do like the chain gang thing, because at Tix's command, it would do whatever you wanted. You make your way down to the docks. It's dark by now, full dark. The stars are out. You can hear the lapping of the waves. Hummingbird Wingbeats is taking the lead, as she is the leader of Wings of Woe. And nothing happens for a little while. Y'all get a lot of really odd looks because you're leading a captured party, but they also look incredibly dangerous, and so nobody messes with them. And you haven't come across like town soldiers or anything like that at this time. And that's when you're approached by a cloaked figure. He peers and looks at all of you very curiously, and he says, "It is so good to see you all." By the way, the Chafing Armor group, y'all don't recognize this voice at all. He pulls back his hood. He's got this big bushy beard, like a big barrel-chested human of like middle-aged. And he goes, "Ho, ho, ho, I know you folks." And he's pointing at like Tix and the slumped over form of Penton. He goes, "You all rode on the piss whistle, didn't you?"
Of course.
Well, I actually built the piss whistle. My name is Momdark Farwood. And he then holds out to Hummingbird Wingbeats the sigil of the eye with the line crossed through it. And that's where we'll end Chafing Armor, episode 122. Great job, everybody.
Yay.
Thanks. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I enjoyed getting to beat up on ourselves.
Yep. Well, I realized that this obviously, like, I could throw like a Tarask at you or something to kill you, but like as far as like a normal average party, the odds are they're not going to beat you, and so I was curious if you could beat you. And obviously
We almost
never,
did.
Well, you certainly the thing that I want to really emphasize is a lot of times y'all are attacking like a single creature, or like a really powerful creature and maybe a couple of less ones, and they haven't really organized very well. They've been more like just smash. And I wanted y'all to think about like what would happen if you were attacked in an organized way, like what the bad guys would do.
Call that organized?
Y'all did a really good job. You started out with area effect attacks. You summoned a creature at the very beginning who could debilitate people, and you made them fight each other. Like that was really good combat. That's really smart combat. And there's every indication that you easily would have at least killed one of them, if not more.
Well, yeah, I could have seen everybody going down if it continued.
Yeah. Now I did make one mistake as the dungeon master. Is I didn't give Penton his first turn. I just messed up, and that obviously could have made a difference right at the beginning. We will pick up with y'all now back as your proper characters, and I was so impressed with y'all. I really wanted to see what y'all would do with it.
I'm gonna miss Thoroughville.
So
can we hold on to these and bring them back later for like another?
Absolutely. I actually I saved all of the character sheets in a separate file so I wouldn't lose them.
Because he was fun.
And, I definitely need to get those added. By the way, listeners, if you want to read about the details of various NPCs from Chafing Armor, you can go to our wiki. You can go to the Chafing Armor wiki, look for the show notes in today's episode, and definitely go there. You can check out things like the amazing Thrond and Hummingbird Wingbeats. But thank you all for playing.
Thank you for not killing us.
I couldn't even imagine
us kill ourselves.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine when y'all did it yourselves. So y'all have a good evening.
Sweet
James,
dreams,
I'm
y'all.
sorry for almost killing your character.
That's okay, man. You're just doing your job.
And we will roll with you soon.